Alright, back to the Aaron Hernandez situation of this case, and how he had a Bible verse, John 3:16. Was it John or was it John 3:16? Pretty much, and then they say that he was smoking marijuana K2. He was on all types of shit. The problem with the elites and these guys know that they didn't want him to get away with it, like O.J. Simpson. Oh, the black dude got away with it, so we don't want no Latino guy getting away with it. Alright, cool. So what they did is set him up. They set Aaron Hernandez up. They knew that he was gonna get away with this, because the trial he was not guilty in both charges. And since the spring soldiers is around, they just set him up, And Aaron Hernandez knew that he was being in catch-22, that he knew the elites were gonna kill him. He knew this and stuff, and he knew a lot about what was going on and how they set him up, because they really did set him up. They murdered him. They murdered him. No ifs, ands, and buts. They did. I don't care what anybody said, because the story does not make any sense. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much he had a scripture on his Bible verse on his forehead. John 3:16. But whatever, the point is, you set him up. The elite set him up, and they didn't want him to beat this case. They were just desperate for him to lose. They didn't want him to be like O.J. Simpson, which O.J. Simpson was set up too. You know what I'm saying? They both were set up. And now supposedly Massachusetts law that whatever money he has left, like the $15 million, goes to his daughter, as it should. You know what I'm saying? But then the daughter is, she feels she's only 4 years old. Like how can she feel? You know what I'm saying? In a situation like this, and it's fucked up. You know what I mean? The elites don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. Another Spanish man dead. A smile on their face. They don't give a fuck. They want us all dead, man. You know what I'm saying? So take out Aaron Hernandez and make up a story. Let's act like he got hung and after he was smoking K2, and with a Bible verse, John 3:16, on his forehead. That's a good scripture, by the way, but a lot of people don't understand it. Plus, what you call it? They set him up. No ifs, ands, or buts. They murdered him for a reason, because of the spring solstice. They needed that blood sacrifice. They needed him to die. They needed him dead, pretty much. He's worth more dead. You know what I'm saying? The value of Aaron Hernandez was that much, but they needed him dead. No ifs, ands, and buts. They didn't want him to come out like O.J. Simpson, which he was gonna come out like O.J. Simpson, regardless. And they were scared of that. They didn't want that to happen. So they made up the story about him killing himself. You gotta look at the research. You gotta think about it, guys. The story doesn't add up. Their story doesn't add up. You know what I'm saying? Think about it.